Gardner Expressway is getting a lot of attention for its shocking message, but some think it may not go far enough. For more on this story, we're joined live by CP24's Cam Woolley. So what are we talking about exactly, Cam?
Yeah, we're talking about an ad for a fictional funeral home that suggests texting and driving is a good thing. This is a bit of a satirical look, I guess. Now, what's kind of interesting, I'm joined now by Constable Clint Stibbe, and we're going to show you some video where we're talking to Constable Stibbe. This from a couple years ago. It's really not the first time people have got the funeral home or death message connected to distracted driving. Clint, you thought of this. You actually used a hearse, and that's what we're looking at. You had the flashing lights. You wrote some charges. Some people think that's taking it too far.
You know what? I hate to say it. I don't think it's taken it far enough. What I think a lot of people expect is that using a cell phone is not going to injure anybody or hurt anybody. The reality is it's taking more lives than we can really count. And the fact that you see an individual beside you that may be using a device at a stoplight, that isn't just a one-off. I think that's happening in probably 90-95% of the vehicles on the road. We've only captured a small portion. Since 2010, we've only issued 99,000 tickets for that particular offense. But that being said, I think this is grossly underreported. There's far more people that are putting everybody's life at risk on a daily basis. We need to make sure that when we are operating a motor vehicle, we're doing it safely.
Now, Lindsay, I was a police officer for 30 years, did a lot of safety message. Clint and I talk about that a lot. Clint, some people think this is really pretty out there, but actually compared to other countries, this is still even pretty soft.
Yeah, absolutely. The UK has got some commercials that are very graphic. I mean, what we use or have on our advertisements is very soft in comparison. But at the same point, I think we see a bit of a disassociation or a numbness, if you will, from the society to realize that, you know, this is really bad. But with all the things that we're seeing on TV right now, blood and gore and whatnot, they're not really seeing the cost to society when they see a major crash and, you know, a number of people are killed. Oh, well, you know, it must have been speed, it must have been this, it must have been that. But the reality is, of our collisions last year, over 70,000 collisions that we investigated, approximately 10%, or actually a little more than 10%, were because of a driver that was inattentive. So really, they're making up a very large portion of our collision group, if you will, or demographic. And unfortunately, as we become more and more connected to our devices, those numbers are going to continue to grow.
Thanks very much, Constable. So we checked with OPP as well. They tell me 68 people were killed last year, distracted driving. They laid about 20,000 charges so far to date, just in OPP area. We've had 14 deaths and about 3,500 charges. Back to you.